Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Guys, we'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. We'll get started. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. All right. As you guys know, this is our Thursday class. All right. So we'll go over stocks, options, and ETFs. I'm going to share my screen. All right. So welcome, Kay. Hey, Kawisi. Hey, Gerald. Welcome, guys. All right. So very volatile day in the equity markets. All right. Today. Big move down, then up. No, up, then down, and then finish up. All right. So we'll go over that. A lot of we'll go over stocks basically today. But we'll spend a little time on hey Sean, welcome. We'll spend a little time on Forex because we had a bit of a lot of the pairs closed, so we'll go over that. But I want to show you guys what happened in the equity markets today. The market closed up, like I said, was down, was up in pre-market. The futures was up about let's see here. This is the futures currently. But the futures was up about 400 points, 500 points in pre-market, which caused the dollar to go down. All right. And then when the market open was the Dow was down about 400 points. All right. Dollar went up, but then the Dow closed at about 800 points, a little over 800 points for the day. All right. So that's high. I don't think it has changed anything yet. All right. But it was a big up day for the Dow. And we'll see how it finishes. The equity market close, see how it finishes for the week. And then next week will be critical. All right. Right. Let me remove this for now here. All right. We're still watching the Dow 30,000. Okay, so Dow 30,000 is where we got the sell signal right here. Dow 30 for the month, right here on this break of support right here. We had a green candle going into today. I'm sorry, we had a red candle going into today, but this right here is a white candle. We have a white candle now. All right, so no more red candles. We have a white candle right now. So we'll continue to watch that. Hey, Arthur, welcome. If the market holds, right, if it holds tomorrow, holds next week, and we see continued buying, we could get a move higher. All right, a move higher. Hey, Carl. Hey, Carl, welcome. Carl, welcome. Okay. Hey, Mary, welcome. So we are watching this area, guys, closely. All right, we're watching this area closely. All right. You guys notice, if you guys notice here, all right, if you guys notice here, every time we get we get a white candle after selling, after a red candle, that's usually very bullish. Okay. And we could see the market move higher. The important thing here is holding that 30,000 mark right here. Hey, Sean, did you have a question for me?
Yeah. Hey, how's it going, Dave?
Good, good. How are you?
Doing well, darling. Question, what indicators are you using? What EMAs and time frame?
Yeah, so we're using on this in particular, we're using the monthly time frames. And we're using this is our custom proprietary system that we're using. So Sean, we've got built-in support and resistance. All right, so that's basically what we're following, and we've got color-coded candles, and we have our algorithms here. This gives us our buy and sell signals. Okay.
And is that like and what EMAs are you using there? Is that like a 10, 20, or?
I think 14, and 18.
Oh, okay. Okay, thanks.
Okay. All right, good question. Good question. Hey, Gerald, welcome. So this will be important to watch. All right. I'm not saying that the market is ready to move higher. All right. But if like I said, usually we get a white candle after the red candle after selling. All right. We get, if we get another white candle, green candles, we might start to move higher. Just keep in mind this 30,000 right here is a big support area for traders. Okay. So I don't want to spend a lot of time on that, but that's the big picture there. Okay. A lot of volume came in today. All right. We didn't see that in the stocks, but I'll show you guys what we're looking at. All right. And again, we'll spend a little time on the dollar. The dollar did pull back a bit. Didn't help our dollar positions in Forex, but we'll go through that. All right. A bit disappointing there. So this is what the equity markets are doing. All right. This is a weekly time frame. All right. On the Dow, the S&P, Nasdaq, and the Russell. And you guys know every week we follow the major indexes. All right. So before we buy any stocks, all right, we want to make sure that the indexes are healthy. all right, and in going in that markup phase. Currently, right, they're still in that markdown phase on the weekly time frame. Even on the daily time frame, they're still going down to that markdown phase. We got a little bit of support right here on the daily time frame, but no buying yet. Okay, even on the 240, and I want to show you guys this. All right, so don't get excited yet as far as getting into this market. All right, so the 240 minute time frame. All right, still in the markdown phase. Got some green candles here, but you know, not ready yet to move higher. Okay, so and that's the same for all of the major indexes. All right, so that was the Dow. Here is the S&P right here, and looks very similar. Here's the S&P. All right, here's the S&P. Again, red candles, sellers are still in charge, even with the big day today, right? Sellers are still in control. All right. And I'll go through this, and then I'll open the floor for any questions and any symbols, trades you guys want to take a look at. And we'll spend a little time on Forex. The Nasdaq, same thing. All right, same thing on the weekly time frame. It's holding support. So I don't know if you guys can see. I know it's hard to see. All right, but we have support right here. This purple line is support. And this is usually good when the market pulls back up and holds support, right? See this candle right here, right? Fell down, came back up, held support right here. All right, we could see some buying. We really could see some buying come in. All right, like I said, too early to tell, but today might be an important day when we look back. All right, let's see here, and then the Russell. Right, the Russell. Right here is the Russell. Here is the Russell here, and definitely is holding support right here. It's on the weekly time frame now, guys. On the weekly time frame. All right. Right here, holding support, and it's got pretty good support. If you guys look here on the Russell, it's got pretty good support. Previous resistance is support. So right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, and right here. Okay, so definitely holding support. All right, previous resistance. Okay, and right here. So this area here for the Russell. All right, so we could see, right? We could see a move higher if in the markets. If that happened, not good for the dollar. Not good for the dollar to move higher. All right. Let's see here. All right. The VIX has held, right? The VIX is still above 20. All right. Above 20. It came down a bit. It's currently at 31. So as you guys know, right, we follow the VIX volatility index. All right. So when the VIX moves higher, like it's been doing, that's not good for stocks. That's bad for stocks. Okay. So when the VIX, when the volatility, we want volatility in Forex. We love volatility in Forex. In stocks, we don't like volatility. Not so good. All right. So when the volatility increase is the VIX volatility index, right? Bad for stocks, and it's been bad. Market's been coming down. VIX has been going up. All right. To be very bullish in stocks, we need to see the VIX under 20, and 20 is right down here, and the VIX is right up here at 31. So still in bearish, very bearish territory. Okay. All right. So as you guys know, we always take a look at the indexes, what the indexes are doing, what the VIX is doing, and then what the sectors are doing before we buy any stock. So before we look at stocks, right, we want to make sure that you know, buyers are in here, right? We're in that markup phase, and on the sectors, buyers are in, and we're in that markup phase. Okay, so on this in the sectors, all the sectors are down except for energy, right? Except for energy, it's making a move higher, but no buy signal yet. All right, so energy is here. So crude oil, natural gas, gasoline. All right, and the individual sectors are here. All right, although we had an up day for most of the sectors. All right, the trend is still down. We're still in the markdown phase. So a lot has to do, you know, a lot has to happen for us to start getting buy signals. Okay, here's technology here, still in that markdown phase. This on a daily time frame here. All right, daily time frame. Utilities. So all these sectors, right? So even with an up day, right, that's not changing the overall trend. Not yet. All right, industrial. All right, so all these sectors are pointing down. So we don't have a single sector yet to start buying stocks. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, keep that in mind. All right. Bitcoin moved higher. All right, and Bitcoin will follow the equity markets. That's what we've been seeing in recent months. So Bitcoin, I think, made a low of 18,000 and change. So it's dropped back up to about it's at 19,000 or almost 20,000. So it's continuing to hold support right at 20,000 support, which is right here. All right, so right at 20,000 support, it's still holding. So nothing to talk about. No, you know, Bitcoin is the barometer for the entire crypto market. So we shouldn't see a lot of moves in crypto, either up or down currently. All right, still holding support right here. All right, our stock boss systems. All right, and I want to go through this. I want to spend a little time. This is really a good barometer. All right, we scan over 22,000 stocks every day, and we do it very quickly, and it's done automatically. All right. I'll give you guys an example right here. I'm going to run a manual scan right here, and it's running right now 22,000 stocks, and then these are the stocks. So out of 22,000 stocks, and I want you guys to think about this, right? So out of 22,000 stocks, only 7 stocks came up, right? That's currently meeting our criteria, and we look for stocks that are moving higher. All right. So what that tells us is this, and normally we have lots of stocks in here, pages and pages of stocks. And the market is bullish, market is moving higher. We've got pages and pages of stocks. We have more opportunities than we know what to do with in Hit Seeker for Stock Boss. All right, and these are stocks that are under $10, all the way down to penny stocks in here. All right, so nothing to trade. We have absolutely no opportunities here. All right, so with all that buying, markets up, right? Markets up 800 points today. Guess what? The institutions are not buying. The hedge funds are not buying. And we track stocks on very, very high volume, very, very high volume that the institutions are buying. So if they're not buying, we should not be buying, right? That's the message here. If they're not buying stocks, and we filter this, right? For every stock in the equity markets, over 22,000 stocks. If they're not buying, we are not buying. All right. Now we see the same price action, right? In Bullmaster. Now these are large cap stocks, right? So stocks that are $10 and higher, we track for the same thing, and we usually get a lot more stocks in here. All right, and same thing here. All right, I'm gonna run a manual scan right now. All right, and we only have 14. All right, 14. So, and we usually have hundreds of opportunities in here. Okay, so just keep that in. If the institutions are not buying, we should not be buying. No, the reverse, look at the reverse. All right, so our monster short system. All right, these are stocks that are going lower. This is the system we would use to short stocks or get puts, right? All right, in this system here. And I want you guys to see the difference. Look here for a second. All right. Right. So here, right, these are longs. We're looking for stocks that are going long, right? We have about 7 opportunities here. And then under $10, and these are above $10, stocks that are looking to go long up. We've got about 14 here. Now look at the stocks that they're shorting, all right, or they're getting out of. All right, I'm gonna go through. I just want you guys to see the difference, so you should know, you'll know which side you need to be on. All right, so I'm gonna go through this, and all I want you guys to do is pay attention to right here. Red candles means that they're sellers, prices are going down. All right, red candles, prices are going down. We should be out or short or getting puts. All right. All right. Green candles, prices are going up. I want you guys to pay attention here. All right. A lot of times we end up on the wrong side of the trade and we wonder why we're on the wrong side of the trade. All right. Our stock is not going higher. And this is why, right? This is usually why, because we don't understand what's going on in the markets, right? And we trade in our own stock because we like that stock in a vacuum. All right. So look here. And we don't really care about the symbol. All right. Just see here. This stock here fell from $100. Now it's at 57. Red candles, markdown phase, right? Broke this support here, redistribution. Okay. All right. I'm going to go through this. Stock after stock after stock. Look here. Do you guys see that? Yes or no? Do you guys see that? You see the trend so far? Is it up or down? Up or down?
Down.
Down. All right. Very good. Keep looking and look, we're going to go through this. All right. Keep looking, guys.
All are down.
All are down. All are down. Look at this. I want you guys to really see that. So regardless of, you know, your stock, guess what? If you trade now, if you trade stocks now, you're trying to swim upstream against the current. All right. Look at this one here. All right. Markdown phase, red candles, sellers are in control. It made a high of 85. And guess what? It's at 48 right now. All right. Let's keep going. Look at that. Let's go back to this one here. Look at that. All these sellers, very different, right? Very different from the other system, right? We had 7. Now we track for 22,000 stocks, right? All these stocks are moving lower. We have nothing moving higher. All right. Look here. And sometimes we wonder why, you know, why we're having a difficult time trading. All right. Look at this one here. Went from 113 and now it's at $31. Okay. Let's keep going. Look at this one here. All right. Just falling like a knife. So it's not what we think, it's what the market is doing. It's what the market is doing. And I want to just show you guys why this is important. Why we track these markets, why we track these indexes, why we track these sectors. One after the other, over and over. Look at this. Fundamentals doesn't matter. Earnings doesn't matter. Look at this one here. What we think doesn't matter. What we want doesn't matter. Look at this. Look at it. Imagine being in these stocks. Imagine, I just want you guys to do. You're here to learn. Imagine being in these stocks and not knowing and just hoping, right? Not knowing what's going on, right? Not paying attention to the price action, not paying attention to support and resistance, not paying attention to the 4 market phases, right? And you're in these stocks and it's going down, right? Look at this. One after the other, hundreds, there are hundreds of stocks. That is. I'm gonna go a bit faster here. I want to spend some time on this. So we know that we do not have any control. Our goal is to just be on the right side. That's all we can do, be on the right side. Look at this. Hundreds of stocks just dropping. And this is a weekly time frame, by the way. These are weekly time frames. So imagine what the daily time frame looks like. It's a weekly time frame. Complete disaster. Right? Complete, look at that, complete, right? Complete disaster. Look at this. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna stop here. All right, but I'm gonna just show you guys, look at this. Look at this here. All these stocks. All these stocks. All right. All right. Okay. So that's why, and look here, longs, nothing here. Nothing here to go long. Nothing here to go long. All these sectors here going down. Right? Right? All these sectors are going down. Look here. All right. So financials, technology, look at that. And all the stocks are following. All the stocks are following. Technology, materials, right? Utilities, look at utilities, right? Services, healthcare, all right? Industrial, all right? Real estate, look at real estate, telecom, right? Consumer staples, biotech, discretionary, home builders, home construction, gold, even gold, which should be a safe haven, right? And silver, look at that, all right? So there's nothing to buy. If we're trading stocks long, we should not be trading stocks long, all right? We should not be trading stocks. There will be a time, not yet, okay? Not yet. So I wanted to go through that, all right? I wanted to go through one more thing, and then we'll open the floor, all right? The dollar index in the futures market was down today. We're still in the markup phase. So green candle buy signal is here. So look here for a second. Buy signal is here. All right. We're still in that markup phase. Higher lows. We pull back today. All right. The dollar index still looks okay. And we'll see what happens overnight, right? And into Sunday of next week. All right. It's still holding, but our pairs really took a hit. So the dollar pairs closed today. Okay, so let's go through that. If you're in any of these dollar pairs, you should be out. Okay, you should be out of the dollar pairs. Let's go through them. Okay, let's go through them. So it's dollar ZAR, USD ZAR is still holding its buy signal. All right. Pull down, right? Retraced here, still holding its buy signal. If you're still in, if you hold in ZAR, dollar ZAR, you could still hold on to it. But be careful. We have purpose, support, and resistance. So you guys know purpose, support, and resistance within the markup phase. Within the markup phase, we've got lower highs and lower lows. Here is our lower low here and our lower high here. All right. Sometimes that will signal a reversal. All right. So if you in dollar ZAR, you don't have to get out, but just watch it closely. All right. USD TRY, we want trading that. Very funky chart here. All right. USD SGD, we should be out. All right. So we bought on a break of resistance, right? Remember, guys, we buy on a break of resistance, we sell on a break of support. So here was our buy signal, broke support right here, red candle, sell signal right here. We should be out. Okay, we should be out. All right, let's go through this. USD, we want to protect our capital. It can go much lower. All right, protect our capital. All right, small losses, big wins. All right. USD SEK, white candles, right? White candles here, pull back. All right, we do not have a sell signal yet. I would keep an, if you guys are in this, I would keep an eye on it. All right. If this rotation fails, all right, we've got to get out. We're not calling the end of this rotation yet, but we're getting close to the end of it. All right, we got pretty good. You know, we were looking to break through this resistance right up here, right? Break through that resistance right in here, right? But it's right now it's failing. Right now it's failing. And so pay attention to what's happening, right? Here is where it failed before sellers came in. Here's where it failed before sellers came in. And here is where it failed now. Sellers came in. All right. This is where we got the last sell signal right here. So we might get a sell signal right in this area here. Okay. Especially if we break through this moving average right here, which coincides with support. Previous resistance becomes support. So it's right in an area here where we might get a sell signal. So I wouldn't wait on a red candle or a sell signal to get out if you guys are in this one right here. Okay. That's USD SEK. All right. USD PLN. I'll open up the floor in a minute. Red candle came in, sellers came in, right? Buy on a break of resistance, sell on a break of support. We should be out. So if anyone is in USD PLN, we want to close that trade. All right. USD NOK, USD NOK, same thing, right? It failed, bought on a break of resistance, right? Buyers are coming in. We always want to sell on a break of support. Here is support right here. Sellers are coming in. We want to be out. It can go a lot lower, guys. It can go a lot lower. All right. So we want to take our small loss. I know these losses, it's not nice. It's not pretty. I know we don't want them, but it is. It's part of trading. It's what it is. So we want to get out. Okay. No guarantee. You guys saw all those stocks, right? All those stocks that were going lower. When those sellers come in and we start getting these red candles and the price breaks support, we have to get out. We have to get out. Don't hope that it's going to reverse. All right. All right. So this is USD NOK. So we should be out. USD MXN. We have no buy signal yet. So we want in that. USD, what's that? HUF. Same thing here. All right. Right here. This is where the price broke resistance right here. This is resistance right here. All right. This is our buy signal right here. All right. So we want to follow the process. Buy signal here, break of resistance, right? Green candles. But this is where we are right now. Resistance becomes support. All right. So it's holding right here. It's holding right here. If it breaks that right here, we'll get a sell signal. All right. I wouldn't wait. All right. We might get lucky. All right. If you're in that, you might want to trim positions, but manage that trade. If you're going to stay in it, you're going to have to watch it overnight, babysit the trade. All right. USD HUF. USD HUF. All right. I'll go through a few more and then we'll open up the floor for questions. All right. All right. USD HUF. USD HKD, nothing there. USD DKK, same thing. Broke support, sellers came in, red candle, we got to get out. All right, this could happen. It could go much lower. All right, so sellers are in, we've got to get out. Price broke support. All right. USD CZK, we got a sell signal right here, sell signal, price broke support right here, right? We'll be out. We don't have red candles yet, but guess what? We're out, right? USD CNH, I really like this. This was a really good trade right here, all right? Break of resistance right here, buy signal, it's pulled back a bit. No red candles, no white candles, but I wouldn't trust this trade because again, all the others, guess what? Sellers are coming in, so I wouldn't trust this, right? We could get a break overnight, look here, and all these, whether it's the equity markets, Forex market, they all go in cycles, guys. Okay, they all go in cycles, all right? So it's failing, right? It failed. It is what it is. It's not what we want. So here, right? All that price action here failed. All right. It's failed so far. All right. Here is pretty good resistance right here. Resistance becomes support. Here is our buy signal here. All right. Here it is right here. It's trading right about here. We could see the price perhaps come, breaks previous resistance, becomes support. So now this is support. Right here, if it breaks that, we're going to get a sell signal to get out just like it did here. All right. And traders are watching these levels. All right. They're watching these levels for whatever reason. For whatever reason, they're bringing the dollar pairs back down and they're failing to break new highs. Okay. So, right. All we have to do is react. All we can do is just react. All right, to what's happening. All right, just a few more, but this is important. All right, that's USD CNH, and I really like this pair too. I thought it was going to do well. USD CHF, USD CHF, that is still holding. All right, so if anyone is in USD CHF, you can hold that pair. All right, it's holding up so far, but if you get any inclination, right, that it's not holding the price, right, it's getting near to, oh, let me show you guys here what I mean. All right, so previous resistance, right, this is where sellers are sitting. Here's our buy signal right here on this candle, triangle right here. And I know it's hard to see, and we're moving up nicely. Here is the price right here, and now it's testing resistance. All right. So it's dollar Swiss is very different from the other pairs. All right, because it's still holding near the high, looking to test this resistance. It's not trading near, right, previous resistance, which is now support. So this is the only one that's still holding, right? And it's got higher lows. All right, higher lows right here, and it's still holding, but I would keep an eye on it. All right, it's the only one that's holding out of all these pairs. I think we got about $14 pairs. All right, and then the last one is dollar CAD, another one of my favorites. All right, certainly breaking down. All right, fail to hold above resistance. Here's your resistance right here. All right, let me open it up. Fail to break above resistance. Testing support right here. If it breaks that support, we'll get a sell signal. Okay, I wouldn't take a chance. If you trade in this, I would trim positions, but just get out of it. All right, too risky at this point. Okay, I'm gonna open up the floor. Open up the floor. Any questions for me about any of this? Any questions, any positions that you guys have, anything that you want to take a look at? Anyone?
General question.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Otto.
Investors, they hold on to, oh, hi.
Mm-hmm.
Investors, they hold on to stocks, but as day traders, do you get rid of them by the end of the day, or?
Okay, well, I'm gonna answer it like this. All right, so there is a difference, a big difference between investors. All right, and I'll touch on day trading. Investors versus traders. All right, so there are investors and then there are traders. What do you guys think the difference is between an investor and a trader? So I'll ask you, Arthur, and then anyone else if you guys want to add. So Arthur, what do you think is the difference? Because this is important. What do you guys think is a definition of an investor and a trader? What's the difference?
Investor, hold on to the long term. Trader, within the same day.
Okay.
They trade within the same day.
Okay. Anyone else want to add to that? Good, Arthur.
I mean, that's what I was thinking. An investor would probably looking to hold it for longer term, you know, to be able to maybe gain more profits, a return, and like traders maybe just looking to do something more shorter term,
Yes.
like more in and out.
Very good, Sean. Very good. Okay, so I want you guys to write this down because this is important. All right. So investors, yes, it's long term, but they don't have an exit. There's no exit. They buy and hold, and Arthur's mentioned it, right? They buy and hold, and it's usually long term. There is no exit. They just buy, hold. We say hold and hope. Imagine being an investor, and sometimes it works out. It works out great as an investor, right? If you catch the market, at the right time, if an investor catches the market, catches a bull market at the right time, or they catch the market, they start investing, right, during that markup phase, they're gonna do great. But if they don't have an exit, if they don't have a way to get out of that trade, they're gonna give all those profits back. Okay, they're gonna give all those profits back to the market. All right, so that's an investor. What's a trader? What's a trader? A trader, and you guys said it, right? More short term, but the difference with a trader is not that it's a shorter term. It's not that it's day trading or even a swing trade. The difference is that a trader have a specific defined entry, but more importantly, exit. So where the investor might have an entry, right? They might have an entry. They don't have no exit. They're leaving it up to chance. There's no defined, hey, if this parameter, if it hits this parameter, right? Or if it hits this, we're out. All right? An investor doesn't have that. A trader has that. All right? Just like here, right? And that's what we do. We are traders, right? So we have very defined entries and exits. So here is our resistance line right here. All right. And then here is our support line right here. So we're always going to buy on a break of resistance, and we're going to sell on a break of support, okay, as traders. So we have very defined, we know before we get into the trade, right, that our entry is a break of resistance, right? When the price breaks resistance, when the buyers break resistance with the price, not what we think, right? So right here is where the price broke resistance and the system gave us a buy signal here. And then when the price broke support, right here is support line right here. Price went up, came back down, broke support. Here we get out, right? So we get the meat of the trade. You guys have heard me say that. We get the meat of the trade. We're not going to get the very bottom. We're not going to get the very top. We're going to get the middle of the trade, the meat of the trade. That's traders. We are trading. All right. All right. An investor might get in here and they're still, right? They're still holding. I'll show you guys. Bitcoin is a good example, right? Bitcoin is a great example where buyers got into the market, right? Perhaps let's say at the low of 10,000 down here, right? It made the high, this is an investor. This is how an investor thinks. It made all the way up here to about almost 70,000. And now it's all the way back down here to 19,000 and they're still holding on, right? Whether that theory is based on long-term, what they think is going to happen, 20 years from now, they think it's going to go to 150,000, it doesn't matter. They're basically holding, right? Now it could go, eventually it could go to the moon, right? But it could also go to zero. All right. As a trader, we couldn't sit with that. All right. To see 1 year later, 2 years later, 3 years later, where all that work comes back down and perhaps even lower than where we entered. Right. What we want to do is we're going to take that profit, get out, wait till the selling is done. All right. If we are savvy enough, we could short it and make money going down. All right. But we can wait, take those profits, trade something else, go to a different market, right? A different stock, a different currency pair, whatever, right? But we'll wait. And then at some point when this market is ready, right? When the buyers come back in, then we'll get in, just like here. Just like here. So I want you guys start thinking like that. Don't think like an investor, think like a trader. At some point, I want to show you guys, there's so many examples here. All right. There's so many examples where the smart traders are waiting. All right. To at some point to get into these stocks that will be cheaper. Right? So our goal, let the sellers continue to push the price lower. All right. If we have to wait on the sidelines, we'll do that. Right? If we're savvy, we can short or get puts. And then at some point, we would buy, we would enter again. All right. So look here. Right? And this is just a random stock. Look here. I want to show you guys. Look here. This is a good example here. Here is this stock here. Just a random stock. We don't care about the symbol, right? All right. Here, this was 2016. All right. 2016 right here. We're just going to focus on. And we'll be done in a few minutes. But this is how we learn. This is 2015, 2016, where it made a low. All right. And it made a high here at, and then it made a low at $34. All right. So $34. And then it made a high, right? It made a high here It made a high. So this is what an investor would do. All right. It made a high here at 114. All right. Made a high here at 114. So let's say an investor bought it in 2016. All right. Let's say an investor bought it, got in at 2016 right here. All right. At $34. Let's say right here. All right. And they held it and they're holding it. They don't have, there's no exit. When do we exit, right? There's no exit. And they're holding it. They're holding it. They're holding it from 2016, 17, 18, 19, 2020, 2021. And here we are in 2022. And right now it's at $40. So from 2016 to 2022, we're right back, right? We're right back where we started. All right. As a trader, this is what we would have done. As a trader, this is what we would have done. And you guys have to decide which side you want to be on. Do you want to be a trader or do you want to be an investor? Because it's a totally different mindset. You can't do both. You can't do both. You can't do both. You just can't do both. You have to decide, right? Do you want to be a trader or do you want to be an investor? All right, so this is a trader. All right, so the same price action. Same price action. All right, and we're not going to talk about shorting it. We're just going to go long. We're going to go long. All right, so look here. And you guys will find these opportunities all over the place once you change the way you look at the markets and trading. All right, versus investing. All right, so we would have bought here in 2016 on the break of this resistance here. The selling is done, right? This is a markdown phase. Buyers are coming in, right? We would have held it. There was our buy signal here, break of resistance. All right, here was support right here. We had a sell signal right here. White arrow, red candles coming in. We would have sold here. So we would have bought it at about $60. All right, $60, and then $60. All right, bought it here, sold it here. All right, so we would have gotten in at 60, okay, gotten out at about $90. All right, waited, gotten out, right? We would have bought it here on a break of resistance. It failed, all right? So bought it there at 80. All right, we would have gotten out at about, what's that, about 60. Okay, so we would have taken a loss here. Okay, we would have bought it there again, break of resistance right here. Resistance is right here. Buyers are coming in. We would have bought it here about 80 again, right here. All right, 80. And then we would have gotten out at about 95. Price broke support right here. Sellers came in. We would have gotten out at about $90. Okay. We would have made money, not a lot of money, but we would have made money, right? And in between this time right here, we are trading something else. All right. Between this time here, we are in other markets trading something else. We're not tying up all our capital, right? From 2016 to 2022. Here, we would have been out, okay? During this right here, we would have been out. We would have kept our profits, not have all this anxiety, right? This is it. This is the difference. Trading, in, out, in, out, in, out. Investing. Boom. All right. So Arthur, does that help?
Oh, absolutely. Thanks.
Mhm. So which side do you want to be on?
Trader, of course.
Now, I'm going to ask you guys one question here. One question here, and then we'll be done. I promise we'll be done. What do you guys think will happen next with this stock right here? What will happen next? What do you think will happen next? Based on the chart in front of you there, on that time frame, that's a weekly time frame. What do you guys think will happen next? Price works in cycles. These markets works in cycles. What do you guys think will happen next? Kawisi say it may go up. All right. Anyone else? Anyone else? What do you guys think might happen next based on the price action, based on the chart here? So Kay is thinking it might go up. All right. Anyone else want to take a chance? Anyone else?
Wait,
Hey,
where?
Gerald, go ahead, Arthur. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at my phone.
Okay. Okay. Let's look here. If I was a trader, right, I would be getting ready. All right, look here. I would certainly be getting ready. Yeah, because it just might go up. Now a lot has to happen, right? But look here. Here is where it held support. Here is where it held support 2016. Here is where it held support 2020. Okay, right? We might get support right here. It's close to that support right here. Here is where it hit resistance. Here is where it hit resistance. So this is where the sellers came in. This is where the sellers came in. Okay, hard, right? Brought the price all the way back down to support. But this is where the buyers came in, right here. This is where the buyers came in, right? This is where the buyers came in. Let me get, yeah. All right.
Right, just like you said, in cycles.
In cycles, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So if I'm a trader, right, I am licking my chops. I'm getting ready, right? I'm getting my capital ready. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for all that selling. I'm waiting for it to go as low as possible, right? So that I
That's
can
what I did today. I made 115.
Okay, good job. And what I'm hoping for is that it gets to support and it actually breaks through that support really hard, right? Get me a lower price. So rather than 40, what I'm hoping is that sellers really get in, break through that support, all right, perhaps get down in $20 or $30 or even $10. And then I'm still waiting, right? I'm waiting for the buyers because it could go to $2, right? I'm waiting for the buyers to come in, and then I'll get in to hopefully push it back all the way up in here. All right. And that's the advantage of trading, right? Versus investing. Those individuals that are investing and they've saw that price do this, okay, guess what? They're tied, they're in the position, they're in the trade. So they're so frustrated, right? They haven't made any money like we did here, right? So we can be out, we can think clearly, no blinders on. We're not tied to the trade, no emotion. So we can wait, let that price come to us, right? Wait for the buyers to come in, right? Wait for the price to fall as low as possible and then get in. All right. That's trading. That's trading. You guys should be very, very excited, getting excited, right? I know our stock boss traders are, our bull master traders are, right here, right? With all these stocks, we make money when prices fall. If these stocks on all-time high, we can't make any money, right? We make money when these prices are low, when all these stocks, right? All these stocks are falling and they become real inexpensive or cheap, right? And that's when we want to buy, when things are cheap. So here, right? Great opportunity. Markets are falling, right? Markets are falling, markets are crashing. That's our time, right? To start planning, all right? To start planning, because we get these stocks at a discount. All right. So that's what I wanted to talk about, because that's huge this evening. That's what I wanted to talk about this evening. Okay. So think more like a trader, not like an investor. All right. All right. And those of you that are in Forex, Mary, right, you should have closed some of your trades, or if not all of your trades. All right. Just close
I've got
them.
2 left.
You have 2 left. Okay, good.
But I took quite a beating.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. You're out. The beating, it gets worse. If they continue to go lower, it will get worse. So we want to just take our losses, all right? And then we'll have another day to trade. Okay? It's part of it.
Well, what was frustrating was that at the beginning of the day, they shot up and it looked like everything was going great.
Yep.
And then suddenly I turned around and they had collapsed.
Yep. Yep. And the market, the dollar will, if the equity markets go up, right, that's the barometer right now. So if the equity markets go up, the dollar's gonna go down. All right, and those dollar pairs are gonna go down. Yeah. So the market was down. Market went down 500 points, but then I think they're saying this is the biggest reversal in like 2 years, right? Where the market was down 500 points and closed for the day 800 points. That's a big swing. All right. So that's what happened. It is what it is. It's part of trading. All right. Okay. All right, guys. I will see you guys on Sunday. So we'll get more into Forex. We'll do our Forex, crypto, and futures class on Sunday. Okay. So I will see you guys then. Have a great weekend. Okay. And I'll see you on Sunday. Take care. Bye-bye.